Hey everybody, Mr. Judd here. No surprise, right? All right, we're going to dig into assignments. We're going to look at everyday assignments, quizzes. How do I turn things in? How do you expect me to turn in sketches from my notebook when, you know, do I mail them to you? All good questions. We're going to go over most of them today. So let's just jump in. So we're at our stream page. We all know about this. We're going to jump right into our classwork. Check in for attendance. I'm always going to remind you of this. We're going to go right into the week one in-person introduction. And as I said before, the in-person and the full-time remote, right? Our schedules, our weekly schedules, they're the same assignments. They're just separated to keep everybody on the same track. So I'm just going to concentrate on this in-person one just to make it easy for all of us. So as we had mentioned before, there are these great quick and dirty click downs that you can kind of at a glance see what's going to go on. But let's really dive in to these assignments. So Monday, we're going to click down. We're going to look at view assignment right here. I'm going to click on that. And now that takes us to a page that is actually the assignments. Everything we've seen on the previous tutorials, they're just at a glance, right? They kind of give us some information about what's going on. But here is the whole thing. Monday, lecture and video, 8 points, description, our link, and then our rubric, how you get graded, how those points are broken down. So when I give you your grade, you know exactly why and how. So let's look at the rubric first. So we're going to skip over this kind of the meat of the assignment. We're going to put that down, put this down. It's out of 8, so you can get 5 total points for your engagement with me. How much are you talking about the film? What are the ideas that you've come up with? What are the things that you notice? You can get 5 points. Speaking, right? And this is just general. This is an example. This isn't a real rubric that I'm really going to apply to you. So you could get up to 3 points for that. So you can see what you need to meet with the 5 points and why, if you got 1 point, why it's below standards. So I'm going to collapse these here and go back up and say, okay, well, let's click the YouTube link. What happens? The great thing about Google Classroom is it doesn't take me outside of our webpage. It keeps us there. We're watching it within Google Classrooms. And if you are familiar with YouTube, like many of us are, you can watch it like this, no problem, but you can also put it into full screen, okay? Now, an important aspect of this and something that really helps me keep focused and understand everything that's going on in the video is a great subtitles closed captions button. And when you hit that, YouTube automatically generates the closed captions, right? So if the audio is not very well, if it's kind of mumbly, if you just want some extra understanding, right? Some better comprehension, I stress using the closed caption button. So if you do that, you make it full screen. It's a pretty great experience. I'm gonna go ahead and collapse this and then go back. And for this assignment, this is something that we're going to do together, either in the classroom or synchronously through Google Classroom. So we're gonna go back, pardon me, and we're going to look at maybe this sample quiz of procedures, right? Again, I click that. We have this at a glance. I'm going to click view assignment. And here it is. Tuesday, sample quiz procedures, 4 points. Please answer all the questions. I'm going to click the Google form, which is the quiz. And there we go. So a couple general things that I kind of made up. This is uh, a variety of questions and a variety of answer types that you might run into in my class and you might run into in other classes. So, what's your name? Right. This is an example of a short question. So, my name is Jason. Why do you love art? So this would be an example of a paragraph question, right? This is something I would say you need 7 sentences or 150 words. So for right now, to save time, because why? But it should be longer. Now, the next one is, what school do you attend? This is an example of a multiple choice question, right? So I'm going to pick Auburn. We're all at Auburn. Now check all that describe your personality. This is an example of a checkbox question, right? So I think I'm pretty funny. Um, Independent sometimes. Grumpy. I'm a human being. And creative, of course, I'm teaching art. Of course I'm creative. So our last one on the quiz is draw something cool. And this is an example of a file upload question. And we will talk about how you can take an image with your Chromebook in another tutorial, right? But we're just going to focus on uploading that file to this. Now, when I ask to upload something, there will always be a button that says add file. I'm going to click that. It opens another window. It says, what do you want to do? Do you want to upload something on your desktop? Right? You took a picture, it's laying on your desktop, you want to just drag it into there? Totally fine. Do you want to look into My Drive, right? My Google Drive, the place where we are saving everything. Right? When we take a picture, we upload it, we're uploading it to the drive. The drive is your library that you're making from all your content. So let's say I took a picture and I uploaded it to my drive, and here it is. I'm going to select that, right? Select, and then I see JJ Drawing Week. I see it is there. I'm going to hit submit now that all of the questions are complete. There we go. Sample quiz procedures done. You can view a score if it automatically grades. Not all of them will automatically grade, only multiple choice quizzes. So with this, you can close that, right? And we're back here. Now, on the teacher end, they can a lot of times see instantaneously when you submit that. So that's great. If there's any problems, I can kick it back to you and write you saying, the quiz isn't due for another hour and you forgot a couple of questions. That's something that could happen and something that we could send back and forth a little bit. Now, going back to something like our studio visit. Now I'm going to view this entire assignment. Here it is, right? I'm asking you to watch this video, right? And we went over that just a bit ago. And then I want you to write a 300-word response using these prompts that I came up with. Here's our rubric. That's how you're going to get graded. Now, let's look over here. I'm going to turn on our focus mouse so we can see. This is a very important portal. This is where you're going to turn in your artwork, right? So what I want to do is add or create. So Jason, how am I going to write this 300-word response and how am I going to get it to you? What's the easiest way? This is the easiest way. I want to hit add or create, scroll down, select docs. It will open a Google Doc automatically, okay? And as it's generating, I want to point out that it's already named my name and the title of the assignment. So you don't even have to title it. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. That means this is your blank sheet of paper. This is where you are going to type your 300-word response, right? That's that. So easy. You don't even have to go back. How do I now just turn it into you, Jason? It's a great question. We're going to go up to turn in. Turn in your work. It's double checking that you are ready to do this. You've double checked it, you've edited it, you feel good about it, you know you're going to get the best grade possible. I'm going to select turn in. And what you can see up here is your work turned in, right? Jason Judd from our Google Docs. Now, if you were like, I made a mistake and it's before the deadline, you can unsubmit it. Unsubmit to add or change attachments, Don't forget to resubmit once you are done. Go and hit unsubmit. And that brings us back to this not being submitted. So I can just delete that if I wanted to. Go down and create another one and turn it in, right? So that's how you submit something that's written, right? This is also a way that you can submit images, that you can submit videos, you can submit many, many different types of documents using this. Now I'm going to go back to our classwork. And look at a couple more assignments. This has nothing to be submitted, right? We're drawing. However, I could say, I'd like to see what everybody did all hour. I'd like to see your everyday practice drawing. And you're like, okay, well, I'm going to watch the tutorial of how to take an image and then I'm going to upload it. Where do I upload it? Oh yeah, I upload it into add or create my work. So I'm gonna hit that. Like, all right, I want to upload a file. And what it does, to no surprise, opens up our Google Drive, right? My library of everything I'm putting in. So let's see. Here we go. Here's my drawing that I did today. It's a great drawing. I'm going to insert that. It's uploading. I'm going to turn it in. Do I want to turn this in? I feel good. Yes. Thank you. Done. Turned in. I can unsubmit it, right, until the due date. And we are done with that assignment. So looking down at this classwork, when you go into these assignments, they really have similar processes, right? You can upload docs that you can make on the fly. You can upload images from your docs, right? So it's a combination of what you can create in Google Docs and what you can upload in your Google Drive. If you have any questions, please let me know. It can get confusing, but once you get the hang of it, you'll fly right through it and we can just concentrate on making art. We'll see you soon.